So this is going to be a short video about flattening stones. These are Edge Pro style stones, and I'm going to start by looking at them and inspecting them with a flat edge. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but this stone is a little bit worn in the middle, and that'll change your angle when you're actually grinding. So there's a couple of ways to do this. One, I like to just put it under the sink and rub these stones together until I get it flattened out. But in this case, I want to try this method that I saw to see how well it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to use surface tension of water to hold this paper down onto this piece of glass. And I'm using the glass because it'll help me get a flatter surface. And maybe it'll flatten out after I start working a little bit. So try to keep even pressure on the stone. And then we'll also try to make sure we keep our paper clean as we can. So you see a little slurry there where the stone's coming off, and what you're doing is you're just trying to flatten it. You want it as perfectly flat as you can possibly get it. Do this sometimes with woodworking tools, and we call it lapping. We're also just flattening out the stone. And it's easier for me to see how flat the stone is by holding it here. And I've still got a little bit of a hump there in the middle. So we're using 500 grit silicone carbide, and for our lower grit stones, I also have 1000 grit here. That seems to work pretty well for me. Let's see how it goes. Now there's other ways to do this. Like there's the Edge Pro method where you take a piece of glass with a ring and you put some silicone carbide in there and flatten it on the actual stones. But this seems to be a fairly clean, easy way to get it done for me. And we're getting really close now. So let's clean our sandpaper off a little bit here. You want to keep a nice even pressure on it, so you want to make sure that you're getting it flat. You don't want to actually change the shape of the stone to something other than flat. So try to keep a nice even pressure on it everywhere. Having to sharpen these, I did a katana video over the weekend, and I didn't make sure my stones went all the way across while I was doing it, and so I kind of put a little wave in my stones. And we're really close, but not quite there yet. You'll see the paper wear away as you do this. When you wear it out all the way, you'll have to get some new stuff, some new paper. This paper is made for wet sanding. You'll need to make sure that that's what you use when you do this. You don't want to use a dry sandpaper; it'll tear up instantly. And again, it's all about a good even pressure. Make sure you have a known flat surface underneath it. A piece of glass is really good. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I have actually a piece of glass on top of the workbench here that I'm working off of. And then just keep checking and make sure you get it right. And one more time and we'll be done. There's a lot of reasons you want to flatten your stones out when you're going to be sharpening on a guided sharpener. You want to make sure, especially if you're trying to get a mirrored edge, you really want to make sure your stones are flat so that when you change from stone to stone and you level it up, that you're sharpening in the same place so that you can remove the scratches from the previous stone. And I'll bet this is done. We'll check it real quick. Yep, it's done. And you can really check it. You can hold it up to the light and make sure you don't see any light in between your stone and your straight edge. This is a known straight edge. See, it even says straight edge on it. So it works pretty good. And cleans the face of the stone up. It looks pretty good. So just a short video on how to sharpen stones. Thanks for watching.